Kia ora everyone, welcome to another virtual yoga club session. Today's session, as you'll have seen, is called Sweet Dreams. This sequence is really good just before bed to keep you nice and relaxed. However, if you're just needing a bit of time to zone out and chill out for a bit, then this would be perfect for that. It doesn't have to be before bed. Let's get started today. Coming to the top of our mats, or the front of our mats, we're going to do some swan dives. So we're going to breathe in, bring the arms up. Exhale, hinge forward from the hips. From here, we're going to breathe in again, come up to a flat back, sink down. On our next inhale, we're going to reverse that swan dive and come up. Reaching up to the sky, exhale, coming down again, hinging at the hips. Inhale up to flat back. Exhale, sink back down. Alright, we're going to do that 2 more times to reverse the swan dive. Exhale, hinging forward. Breathing in, flat back. Exhale, sink down. 1 more time. Alright, exhale. This time, instead of reversing the swan dive, we're going to stand up nice and slowly, 1 vertebra at a time. Your head should be the last thing that comes up. Okay, let's head down onto our mats now into a seated position. Alright, just a comfortable seated position. We're going to start with our twist. So, same deal, breathing in. This time, bringing your right hand to the outside of your left knee, left arm going behind the back, looking over your left shoulder. Keep breathing. Nice, deep, slow breaths. Reversing that twist, breathing in, arms coming up, this time your left arm coming to the outside of your right knee, right arm behind your back, looking over your right shoulder. Reversing that twist, bring the arms up, palms together, down to your chest. So with our poses today, I want you to keep breathing nice and slowly, nice and deeply. If you want to close your eyes while you're doing any particular stretch or pose, then that's totally fine. We want to focus on slowing everything down, getting nice and sleepy and ready, and hopefully that will induce a nice restful night's sleep. Okay. Let's do some neck stretches now. The first thing we're going to do is drawing a line with our nose, tracing up, breathing in, tracing down, breathing out. Nice and slowly in time with your own breath, so you don't have to keep up with me. Starting with your chin tucked towards your chest, then we're going to breathe in nice and slowly. Tracing a line up with our nose, then when you're ready to exhale, trace that line back down. If it's comfortable for you to do so, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. back to center. Oh, that's really bright. Shiver me timbers, and I'm going to fix that. Okay, from here we're going to do our side stretch with our neck. So taking the left hand fingertips onto the mat, reaching the right hand up and over, gently applying a little bit of pressure to the side of the head to stretch out that left side. Keep breathing. Remember, this is a really gentle amount of pressure on the head. If I take my hand away, I'm not forcing the head down with that stretch. Release nice and gently, bring the right fingertips down to the mat, left hand comes up and over, gently applying pressure on that side of the head to stretch down the right hand side. Gently release, bring that neck back to center. Okay, let's take our legs up into a straddle, just as wide as is comfortable for you. We're going to breathe in, bring the arms up. With the exhale, leaning forward from the hips, keeping the back nice and straight so we're not hunching the shoulders forward, and just rest the hands on the ground in front of you, just wherever is comfortable. Keep that back nice and long. Toes are pulled back towards the knees. Eyes just in front of you, keeping a nice neutral spine. From here we're going to walk the hands over to that right leg, one hand on either side, keeping that back straight, eyes on the toes this time. And then we're going to walk the hands around to the left leg. Same thing, hands up, one hand on either side of the leg, eyes on the toes, keeping that back nice and long. Walking the hands back to center. This time try and walk them a little bit further out if you can. If not, that's all good. The longer you sit in and hold a pose, the little bits you should be able to sink a little bit further into. If you don't, however, that's all good. We're slowly going to come back up, keeping the back straight. We're going to bring our feet in to the middle, into our butterfly position. Link the fingers together, them around the toes, pull up nice and straight, and deep breaths. So a lot of these poses today can actually be really easily done in your bed. Or on the floor next to your bed, so you don't have to get fully set up to do yoga. These are just a nice little sequence of stretches that don't really take up a lot of space. Alright, we're going to bring the elbows down onto the calves, keeping that spine nice and straight. With every exhale, I want you to think about sinking into the pose a little bit deeper. Okay, we're slowly going to come back up and we're going to head onto our hands and knees for our cat and cow. So just like we did with our swan dives, we're going to move with the flow of our own breath. So follow along with your own breathing pattern at home. So come into that tabletop position. Wrists under elbows, under shoulders, knees under hips. Ready, we're going to inhale, roll the shoulders back, belly button down to the mat. Eyes forward as you're breathing in. Exhale, push the spine up to the ceiling, roll the shoulders forward. Drop the head down. Let your tailbone initiate each part of that flow through the movement. When you're breathing in, really draw the abdomen down towards the mat. When you're breathing out, really push your hands against the mat, push those shoulders to the ceiling. One more cat and one more cow. We're going to come into our hare pose, so bringing the knees out to the side, feet are flat, the tops of my feet are flat on the mat. I'm going to reach my arms forward, resting my belly, my chest and my head on the mat. And slowly coming back up in your own time. And we're going to come into our pigeon pose. If lying pigeon is comfortable for you, then I'd like you to focus on that one today. However, if you're feeling a bit tight or lying pigeon isn't as comfortable, then you can keep your hands upright, that's no problem. Starting in our plank position, we're going to bring the right leg forward first, right knee to right wrist, right heel sits just under my left hip. If you're coming into low pigeon or lying pigeon, forearms on the ground. And bring the hands back. We're going to pick that back leg up. Take the right leg back into that plank. Pick the left leg up. Then bring that forward. Alright, bringing those hands back, tuck the back toes under, pick that left leg up, and we're just going to do a gentle downward dog to counteract that stretch before we drop the knees down and sit back into our hero pose. Okay, we've got 3 more poses to run through. However, what I'm going to get you to do is stay in the final pose that we do for as long as you want. You can either head off to sleep or you can just spend a little bit of time relaxing. So I won't formally say goodbye at the end of this video, I'll just let it fade out for you to relax. So we're going to come onto our backs now and head into our happy baby pose. So holding onto the toes, lying on the back, and just gently find some movement. Massage that lower back, open up those hips. Okay, bringing the feet back down. We're going to do a gentle spinal twist. So bringing those knees up, we're going to drop them to the right side first. Then look back over your left shoulder. Alright, we're going to bring the knees back to centre and gently bring them down the other side. This time looking over our right shoulder. Looking over the opposite shoulder just enables a bit more of a stretch in the chest as well as in the spine. We're all about multitasking. Bring our hands back, drop the feet down. Our last pose for today, where I'm going to leave you, is in our reclining bound ankle pose. So we're lying flat on our backs, our shoulders are away from our ears. We're going to bring our feet together in that butterfly type pose, letting our knees fall out to the side, and then we're just going to relax here. Keep taking those nice deep breaths. Hands either by your side, palms facing up to the ceiling. You can rest your hands on your belly if you want to, whatever is comfortable for you.